There we go. I'm just gonna record all of it.
Okay.
So you can literally just edit out what you don't want, what you do want.
All right.
And so we can have your little gag reel like we had that one time.
Oh, wait, which gag reel?
Didn't
Was
we
it
have
the
a
one
gag
of
reel?
you breathing? My favorite was the one where you're doing this.
Wait, I did that?
Yeah, you were doing this. You were talking about like Palders.
So this is the PreGamePuff. So PreGamePuff is where we started this recently, where we review cigars, because this is a new enjoyment that Mike and I have. And there you go.
Thanks, sir.
We have, they are called The Last Call. Premium aged tobacco. It's very lightly scented. Honestly, I went to the guy and said, what do you guys recommend for, you know, some newer guys
Entry
with the cigars, even though I don't have my big ones with me.
He's got these
Take my
friggin'
thumb,
monster.
put them together.
Yeah, and when he's holding them, they look. I'm not gonna say what they look like.
They look like my cock.
If you saw I think it was week 6 had the dick video, had the dick transformers.
Oh my god! If only we were doing this at that point. Oh man, I just thought of that.
Yeah, we could have layered that the dick joke. That's right. I got another dick joke transformer coming up at some point. So
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
So this is actually wrapped and sealed on both sides. I don't know if you noticed that. We will have to cut both sides.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. So the guys recommended this. It's kind of a darker flavor but lighter. If that makes sense.
Not at all.
So like the one that I had you try, my big cock-sized one. It's gonna have that flavor but not as potent. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we do have to cut both sides.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's because you'll experience it. I saw these a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to try it. But I thought it might have been a little bit too much for now.
Well, those giant monster dick ones that you had were a little much for me. Like that was a hard, and I wasn't even getting much on it because mine cracked. So the draw I got, I wasn't getting as much smoke as he was, because mine was made shoddily. Being smoked by a noob, no less. So how far did you cut?
Oh, just a little bit. Yeah,
Out there,
that's fine.
and then just the tip of the.
Yep, just the tip. Just the tip.
I don't. Oh wow, that actually looks perfect.
Oh, we ran out.
This thing eats fuel more than a Hummer.
It needs a bigger reservoir. I bought this because it was like a couple of bucks. I'm gonna get a better one next week. Has that very kind of creamy, nutty flavor to it.
Is that like just common with cigars? Because you said that about the last ones.
Well, no, they all have different notes to them. It really reminds me of the other one. It does remind me of the ones from last week.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the ones that
The big one you were
the big
smoking
one I
earlier.
was smoking earlier. Do you need help with that? You got it?
I'm getting there.
Sorry,
You burned out the butane.
I burned out the butane on that bad boy. Oh, you had it sideways. That's what it was. Okay,
Sure.
let it come out. Then light it.
Okay. Whatever.
We got a special mic.
Okay.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, this is a strong one. I get what you're saying though.
It
That darker flavor, but not as much.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit more mild, but it has a similar flavor to it.
Yeah, definitely more better.
More better?
More better.
It's more better.
To quote Idiocracy, more better. It's even more better.
You think that is a masterpiece?
I think Idiocracy is amazing. I don't think it's a masterpiece.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about as far as like the
social commentary.
Yeah.
I think
it's an unfortunate, inevitable end of America.
Oh man,
And that's what scares me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. I like this.
This is
mild
much better than the
than the
big one.
cock one.
It's seriously like 8 rolls of quarters. It's just enormous.
First third. What do you say? First half, sorry.
Not as good as the one I had earlier that you got for me, that vanilla one. But yeah, this is good. This is like after that, this one's nowhere near as good.
Back rat?
Yeah, the one you.
The back rat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it smells good too.
See,
But don't smell. I'm talking about the smoke you exhale.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another part of the experience is like when you exhale the smoke, just kind of let it come out, and you can smell the smoke a little bit.
See, I'm not a fan of this one's smell, but that's probably just me. I do like lighter. I take my coffee, my drinks, and my cigars a little bit sweeter than anyone else.
You mean your coffee with your creamer?
My coffee with my creamer.
Oh my god. This guy puts so much creamer in his coffee. It's ridiculous. It's almost.
I got ash in there.
Good. It needs to be darkened up
Can
a
they
little
see
bit.
it?
They can't see
Yeah,
it too
yeah,
well.
they can. They can see that
Oh,
that's
it's like
light ass coffee.
it's just a whole bunch of semen in there.
That's how I like it. I'd give that a 2 again. 2 rocks.
2 rocks?
2 robots.
2 robots. Okay.
2 robots.
I'll give it a 3. I like it more than the last one, but I do like the darker flavors. That's the thing. Like, you like the
Sweetie foo-foo.
like he had an acid and he almost had an orgasm.
I did not have an. I would have given it a 3 or 3.5 robots for the one I had earlier.
I'll give this a 3. Yeah, it's good. We're just gonna sit here and enjoy this, and you can include commentary if you want.
Didn't know if we were gonna start the drinking portion.
No, I don't want to ruin these with those drinks.
Okay.
This does not. No, they're still. I think it's you. Mike.
I don't know, man.
Try it.
No, it doesn't like me.
It might blow
I'm
up
not
in your
gonna
hand.
play with something that's made of fire that doesn't like me. What's up?
Yours looks bigger.
I don't smoke as fast as you. I don't. Draw
No,
as...
I mean like thicker, like a bigger gauge.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just because I'm big.
Yeah, probably. I've been trying to like reconnect with Nova, my other cat.
Oh god.
And Turtle's amazing. Turtle's a little drop of heaven, but Nova is a little drop of hell. Like, it's just... And like I've been.
That's an understatement.
Oh, I've been so shitty to her lately because she's been waking me up every night just flying across the house. And so I've been screaming at her in the middle of the night because she wakes me up and I'm a really light sleeper. And so I tried to like reconnect with her the other day and tried to like bridge the gap, you know, extend an olive branch as it were.
It's like,
and I go
it's
to
like a bad dad.
She's a terrible child. And I'm scratching her under her chin for like a second and she enjoys it and then she just friggin' bites me. And I'm like, God damn it, cat! I just scared the shit out of me.
Blame ya. Mike got excited.
Like, this is why I hate you. The problem is that she just like materializes out of the ether in mid-jump crashing through something. Just you know what I was thinking of? There was a video I watched online a few years back about how the Avengers are only superheroes if you're watching them. But if you're just a citizen in the world, one day, you know, the Hulk might just come crashing through your livelihood and fighting some alien or whatever. And I was like, that's what I am to Nova. Nova's just some random asshole Avenger, and I'm just trying to go about my day, and she just crashes through my life, tearing through whatever she can.
That's something that I really... We talked about this during the Booze News Post.
Yeah.
By the way, check us out on podcast, Booze News Post, BEWSNOOZEPOST. We don't really spell that funny.
No.
Post.
Yeah, post is spelled normal. We should have spelled it weird. Just try to find a way to spell post weird. P-O-E-S-T. P-O-E-S-T.
Poest.
Post. Like Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we were talking about it on pre-game.
On there, and like I really wish they would have gone more into like the political aspect of superheroes, of like what would happen in real life, like if you were just a normal normal person. If Superman like destroyed your house, like okay, do I file this with insurance? Am I covered?
You're talking about the day-to-day red tape,
right?
Run of the mill.
I want to hear that conversation Like, the husband with the wife, like, I called the insurance company and they turned us down because we don't have superhero insurance.
We don't have Kryptonian insurance. we have the Martian insurance, but the Kryptonians were not covered. I mean, like, well, because we've seen the fights. We've seen everything there is to see with superhero films. I think there's very little, like, theatrical traits that they can continue bringing to them. I think one of the reasons that Captain America Civil War did so well is because there was an extenuating theme imposed over the film. You know, it's like if you take a superhero film and you impose a Western theme on it, you make an automatically better superhero film because the superhero is a genre and you're making a new genre by combining it with another one.
Are you on your second half yet?
No, you are beating me really bad.
I'm so sorry.
You're sorry that mine's bigger?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I don't draw as heavy as you do.
As, what's his name? Not Orvid. Oh, is it Orvid?
I think it's Arvid.
Arvid?
Arvid. From Norseman?
Yeah. No, Arvid is the cool guy.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
The not cool guy that everyone hates.
Orm.
Chieftains. Orm. Yeah.
Orm.
Like Orm.
Orm. Oh my god, I love that show, and 90% of it are the accents.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's great.
Well, and it's told in, like, the first 3 episodes, I don't feel like I'm watching a single story. Like, that was really cool. I like the way they introduced them. I don't know, they just introduced everybody in a really unique way. That, yeah, it's a comedy, but I don't know if they thought about it or they thought about it less. Like, more or less than they should have, but I like it.
So, yeah, those just seem so impractical. When she had the dick necklace.
No, it was the horns they were talking about.
No, well, the impractical.
Oh,
problem.
how big the dick is.
Yeah. So much blood. In history, back then, they wanted smaller penises.
Well, in Rome.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Viking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vikings are like, bigger is better.
Pretty much. Everything bigger was better for them.
Weren't the Vikings prissy? Weren't they all about, like, upkeep and hygiene? They were super hygienic.
They were very hygienic because they wanted to appear attractive to women.
Yeah.
But they were not prissy.
Okay.
But they did take care of themselves. With Romans, they thought the bigger your penis is, the less you think with your head.
Which is weird because... I'm so glad I gotta bring these up. Herms. Look up what a herm is. It's like... Depending on... there are multiple interpretations, but the one I learned on was a pillar typically with a head on top, and out of the center of the pillar was a giant dick. And you would put that on your boundary, pointing outward towards your enemy. And it was like a deterrent. It was called a herm.
It was a giant pillar with a giant cock coming out of it.
Yeah, and there are different versions, obviously. Some are basically like Easter Island head-looking things with giant dicks pointing, and... like where it's got the big head and the tiny body and then the giant dick. Like the head and the dick are in proportion, and the body's chibi.
But it's interesting how society is flipped. Because we value the size of penis more these days than the intellect of an individual.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think the loudest people value that. I don't necessarily...
Yeah, I mean, well, the loudest people who are heard...
are the ones that are going to define
history.
society, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that defines our society, though. Because more and more we're moving in the direction of intellect triumphs brawn. To our detriment in some ways, I think. Because brawn is necessary. You need both of them in your functioning world.
That's a long discussion. We could probably do that for the Booze News post.
Yeah.
So I think we're getting into our second half. I say second half because the last third is always the last third is always bad. How you liking it?
I don't like it as much. It doesn't taste as good. This typically is what I'm tasting in the last third.
Yeah.
So you noticed that too.
I am. So it's getting, which is weird. So there are some cigars that
maybe that's why they start. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As you smoke them, they don't really change in flavor. This is probably the most dramatic that I've experienced so far as the change throughout
from the
first half
another.
to the second half. And it's become less enjoyable.
Yeah.
Usually the middle part is the most enjoyable. Initially it was really good, but it's gotten to the point. Here, let me try to purge it real quick.
Well, you did tell them that we were beginners. Maybe that's what they were thinking. Get them onto that first third.
Mm-hmm.
They probably won't get to the second third.
Maybe.
And
because this is an introductory cigar, so maybe people have given up by this point. I wouldn't have,
because we're not
Mama
actually
didn't raise
that,
no quitter.
We're not actually that entry level. We've been smoking cigars for a little bit now.
Yeah.
So we know. I mean, shoot, you taught me the 3/3 thing.
Well, I did notice. So I don't know if at your reception,
Mm-hmm.
like everybody left just like half-smoked cigars
Yeah.
outside, and I was just like, I'm gonna sit here and finish mine and enjoy my whiskey because I had a whiskey with me, and I just sat outside, smoked the rest of my cigar, and all these cigars were just sitting there half-smoked. I was like,
and I wonder if it's because they got to that point.
Probably.
And didn't like it.
Yeah.
Maybe they wanted to go
a lot of
and
people
dance.
they don't do it too much, So
Well, and I don't think we really are with that much of a manly, burly whiskey and cigar crowd. So, short of Joy's dad. I farted on the dog.
You farted on Mia. I'm gonna have to bump my vote down to 2 robots. So from 3 down to 2.
I'm saying one rock because it's bad.
Oh, is it that
I
bad
don't
for
like
you?
it. Yeah, it's not enjoyable at this point. This is not something I would continue smoking casually.
Yeah, I don't know why it went bad. Maybe I don't know. No, it's rolled fine.
Yeah,
Everything's good.
it looks good.
It changed flavors to a not so good flavor to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm
2
actually going to be done with that. One rock for me.
2 robots for me. Get that taste out of your mouth. I have mouthwash.
Oh, the water's fine. Like it's not like
So
so.
you can't. It's the good shit. You can't drink for like a half hour after.
What do you mean?
Like you can't drink anything like for a half hour after you use it.
After you use the mouthwash.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's got like peroxide and all that shit. Like.
So you can't drink water?
Nope.
Why? Like, well,
because you'll get the like all the. Shit
okay,
in
so
your
it's soaked into your mouth, and if you drink water, it's going to take it down
mouth.
into your
I
stomach.
think that's the warning that it says. So I heed to it. So.
You heed to a warning about your health? That's like the opposite of everything I know about you.
I mean, I don't want peroxide in my body. So that's the end of the pregame puff. That's going to lead us into
Robot on the Rocks 8.0. Bigger, biggest.
Yeah, we'll see y'all there.